wrinkles, for example, and of course, because the this organization, they always want to be making playoffs, but probably might elude them in this one with the mixed side. Quick start, maxster for one, DGL for the trade, and it's the new boy, right, who is really flying forward, but they don't clear their angles. And it looks like PERA back to the winning ways in the pistol, maybe.
Possible. Alex, though, he's got a good position here. Blue Phoenix comes round with 2 as well. Oh, no, it has slipped so quick. That's 3 kills in about as many seconds. Bibu is suddenly alone. He's trying to get a quick read and get ahead of the action. He has done so. They make their way towards A. Not expecting him at all. Oh, goodness. He dropped off. I don't know. That's still a bit rough to watch. Oh, Bibu maybe should have had it. And there is a shout from Blue Phoenix. A big round from him. 3-piece comes in. And a fantastic recovery on the pistol.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, with those headphones, I don't know if they can hear him, but I like it for your personal confidence, you know what I mean? And for Blue Phoenix as well, really poor map number 1, much better map number 2, actually. But Kaspersky was kind of the real kind of highlight reel of a player. We even nearly put him as our kind of player to watch into map 3. That's how good he was, just missing out at that tail end. But yeah, good start for him. Really good to see. maxster back into the fight in mid. Finds one. Just get tagged to Mach 10 at range. Delivering. And these pistols, yeah, already being dropped pretty easily. For PERA, I think they just want to get in towards the guns as early as, which is, I think, a good sort of mental state to have it. Nade will come in the corner. And Nade's there for information, see if he gets any tag damage, but yeah, no. Doesn't hear anything.
Looking good on the Mach 10. Money being made. That's what we like to see. Bibu gets a dink, but no follow-up, unfortunately, for him. Flawless round for NiP. This is a big start, strong start. Very different team, but Ancient. It's in the DNA for this organization. A little bit, as I mentioned earlier, you know, perhaps you are playing along and listening along, importantly. I hope you are. Alex, on that Movistar Riders team, also was a really solid IGL on this map. Big lover of the middle area. That's generally where he found himself, so on CT side anyway. So we'll see if he is able to call and roll it back a little bit for this matchup here. Thus far looking good. It's a bonus buy, however, only 1 AK now.
One of those where for NiP, if they can convert this sort of round, like you said, 1 AK, double Galil, double Mach 10, if they can make this one stick, so damning towards PERA. Bibu, he's playing off contact here. Run, not cleared. Don't look close there. Max it with a bomb, looking for the fire, and I think he probably would have been spotted there, so that's going to be on radar. Oh my god, and Max takes some tag damage too, as he tries to cross back. I'm hoping it for PERA. This is the sort of round, though. If NiP were able to convert this, this would absolutely put them in such a strong spot.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I feel like this is too cheeky of a bonus for me. Maybe it is just the fact that, like, no one went down and it feels like an overspend, but, like, you know. All the thing is, as well, you maybe have to treat this in energy as a bit more of a half buy kind of round, if that makes sense. Like, rush in, do something aggressive, or a set round or something like that, but they're just playing it like a normal round, and PERA feel pretty confident with the weaponry that they have. Alex bested from behind. The AWP picking up 1 in the interim here as well, so it is just Mr. Wrinkle. New kid on the block, apparently tall. We'll see what kind of advantage that gives him here. Oh, I'm not able to find the AWPer. So PERA in with the first, but yeah, I don't know, man. They've always left a little bit of taste in my mouth, those like bonus buy type things. I sort of get why you do it. Like, is it worth reinvesting? Probably not, but I think you have to do something a bit different with them, not just, yeah, like a regular default.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I think in terms of the investment, that's like, for me, that's absolutely the right decision. There's no point reinvesting when no one's died. However, you can't play a default. That's the thing. You've got to, especially on the T side, I think you've got to play a little bit quicker, which granted PERA might have been expecting, but it's the best way to make it expensive. Just trying to overwhelm, for example, like an A site, right, which is generally only anchored by 1, maybe a second playing through Donut, is generally how CT sides like to set this one up. Try and overwhelm. That's the way you got to play it. I think for me, if you default those, it's actually where you give way too many opportunities for the better rivalry to win out just because they're much stronger. You've got to be a little funky, a little weird with it. And they aren't. So, yeah, it's very, very simple, actually, for PERA to get back into. Double pump execute coming through. The second flash is a beaut. Took them a long time to clear close left, but thankfully, maxster will get a double in time. Rinko going to get caught. Bomb will go down.
It's nice. It is nice, Aaron, though. A big find might just get them back in. You have to look at Kaspersky's position here. Could be huge, could be late, right? They could all be dead by the time he gets into a spot to help out. Somewhat weary of a flank. DGL's a little late to the party, but ultimately looking good for Bibu and Aaron. They'll find one, tap onto the bomb, try and draw them out here. Planted for A main, but not for Donut, mind you. Could still be on that bomb, not necessarily a confirmation that he was off it. The trade's coming back round. It's maxster. Right time, right place for the double kill. Third in for NiP. A big, big win for them. Oh, man, PERA so damn close. They were bested. maxster's patience, maxster's baiting, it has to be said, pays off.
Yeah. No, he's spot on. He just waits for his opportunity, waits for his chance, and he'll get it. 3-1. Timeout called by PERA. As Aaron getting vocal here to try and figure out what's next to kind of find themselves back into that, and they desperately need to. They cannot allow for NiP to come out the gates flying in a similar fashion to the way in which they did on Vertigo. That's where things will slowly but surely kind of dwindle away for this side. Got to keep it competitive. They've got to keep it in this early to kind of mid part of the game. Got to keep it strong. It's close at times, but maxster, really well done from him. Really well played. He had very little time on the clock as well, so he knows that he has to be absolutely perfect there, and he is. Open play for Wrinkle. Double kill, Mac 10 and an AK-47, but it's a low buy on the other side, so even though it's a slightly lesser buy for NiP, it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Oh, Alex. Bit of a killer range for him. Few pistols stacked on top of each other, but just looking for fights, really looking to get a nasty one. Flash is a little ineffective there. Don't think that's what it was designed to do. Be a card out there for. Not put under much pressure, but maxster looks fast, I think, is the ultimate thing. Ah, checked for. He's also smart, you know, this maxster guy. He's got it all.
Simply done. Pistols put to bed. Back in, going to come through for this PERA side. I don't think NiP really need to change up anything at the moment. It's been pretty good, but from the gun rounds against the low buy rounds, not really feeling huge amounts of pressure. We haven't seen PERA in the clutch situations at least show their cards just yet, but this is a much more conclusive buy. DGL reinvesting towards the AWP. One player for me has been missing a little bit. Kia card out. He's so important. Previously, DGL's AWP. We'll find that first. Trade comes through, but Porya will answer, and the spam of Aaron very close.
Oh, chimes in. Maybe we're back on. Bombs not being planted. That is problematic. Slow encroachment coming round here. DGL trained and ready. Blue Phoenix, the only one left then, and his position revealed, so the Cave Boys will move forwards to take him down. B bomb site, not quite as successful as A. For NiP, maybe something to consider. Fist bumps are back. Corey getting vocal here. Also, you know, the comedy that we like around Corey, he's wearing like one of the sleeves.
Yeah.
He's left-handed, but he's wearing one of the sleeves. He's ready to go. He's like, guys,
yeah, just in case.
Tap me in. I'm here. Well, he could tag himself in, right? Tag me in, coach. That's what they say. He's the
yeah.
So surely what he says goes.
Yeah, well, who's bottom fragging right now? Well, it's tie between BB Porya and Kia Carter. One of them's has a little bit of a stinker. Just like, up you get, fella. Let's go. Your time's done. I've given you enough. It's not worked out. DGL, nice shot. Yeah, wearing a sleeve as a coach is actually kind of hilarious. I like the carve.
Cold.
Yeah, but come on, dude. Like, one arm's still going to be, like, warmer than the other.
No, that's true. That's true. Tennis elbow. I have tennis elbow. It's been apparently rebranded to gamer's elbow, the same sort of strain. So
All right.
You know, he might have that for a bit of support. Again, though, he's not playing, so...
Okay, yeah.
You know,
Why
surely
is
surely it's not getting inflamed. I don't know.
Also, surely you wear, like, you know, an actual, like, proper, you know, elbow support rather than just like a sleeve.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. Gamer's elbow does kind of make a, you know, a bit of... Oh, hang on. I'll come back to this conversation a little bit because there's a bit of a flank play. Oh, my God, he's landing the bodies and he only gets okay, too. At the very least, the Blue Phoenix, that's good enough. And the third is just escaping him. But the Glock, surely. Oh, the nade. The nade will do it. Good luck, DGL. Down he goes, Blue Phoenix. Oh, there was a moment where that was looking a little rough, but thankfully it's been clawed back in there, babe. And the last Manakir card out, I honestly think he probably saves here. And yeah, unfortunately that will be all she wrote in this one. Her save calls come through. You know, we're all gamers, but I think I wouldn't really go around gloating about having gamer's elbow. I'd rather much call it tennis elbow. You know, pretend I'm active.
But
you know?
I'm just saying. I got a homie who's a physio.
Oh yeah,
and,
is that what you're saying?
You know, yeah, that like I think it'll always be tennis elbow. Just how it's an RSI, isn't it? You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's like it's same sort of logic as your wrist and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I don't know because I have it a bit in my left elbow since I've been like doing weights and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I don't quite know the gamer angle. Is it the mouse going around everywhere, or is it the fact that, like, you know, I'm chilling with my left hand? I'm right-handed, right? So mouse is in the right, and that arm's totally fine. But like I've got my elbow on the armrest, and then I'm WASDing all the time. So is that like the tendons don't have enough room to move?
I do that, and I don't have it. So maybe it might have been.
Well, come on now, we can't just.
No, like, yeah.
Me and you. You know,
the sample size nice and small.
Yeah. How does it come about as a gamer? Obviously, tennis, it makes sense because you hit goddamn tennis ball and there's resistance all of a sudden out of nowhere.
I know some baseball pitchers get it as well, depending on, like, I know they have like actually like relatively short careers. I'm right in saying, because of like the way they throw a ball, it like does a lot of damage to the elbow, like the tendons and whatnot. This is a real throwback moment, and many of you won't get it, especially because this game involves no UK CS. But Tennis Elbow did claim a real great of UK CS, Jamie G. He's a real talent. He played in OG Academy for a little bit before, I think, having to take a step away due to injury. It's unfortunate. Youngster of Kaspersky gonna get caught there by Aaron. Just waiting for that push. That flash is beautiful. That flash is sumptuous coming through. And Wrinkle can only get one. Alex left all alone in a matter of moments. Oh no.
Oh, he nearly got his aim reset there. Nearly got his aim reset, but he will get bested by Bibu. Still, take some guns away. It's the best of a bad situation, but PERA with a nice steal. It's always good to get rounds like that. Hopefully it will allow them to close the gap and put up a better defense here on this CT side. Yeah, really solid. Just, again, ready to fight. That is absolutely their MO. NiP will have to buy back in. The Econ's actually all over the place. They managed to get some AKs in play, but yeah, this is a real mess. They had some very rich players and some very poor players, so they have to even that out, unfortunately.
Double AK, and then the pistols, like I said, they're trying to reset the economy here, which I actually don't hate for NiP because they have rounds to work with to be able to do so. Look at the space Kaspersky's got here. My God. And alongside Alex, they are wrapping all the way through. This is crazy information they've got early. But then again, they can't actually even comfortably plant site. Kia card is double back. Alex will get the kill. That's for free. And a Molotov will come back. Deep donut. Flash behind it too. They will play out in front of it. So the bomb's still going to struggle to get down comfortably here. Now it should be able to. And they just about get that plant out without taking any damage before Aaron catches one.
4v4 kits available. I like it for PERA. Big opportunity here, but maxster messes it up. You can see him throwing his head back. How have I messed that? Oh no, that's going to make a difference. He was one of the AKs as well, so the weaponry much, much weaker here for the remaining three. Up top, MP9 chimes in. Surely traded out, but they're set up well. He will get taken. Alex trades off of it. Needs one more. Not going to happen. Tech9, quick headshot.
Time.
Doesn't land, but the time, of course, indeed. They were able to draw them in, and everybody forgot about the time, as they always do. Aaron even goes down to the bomb. NiP with a half buy of their own.
Yeah, good work. You know, like we said, they had to come in towards, well, they didn't have to, but it's a good thing that they did come in towards that game and actually that round, they kind of reset the econ, because it was all over the place. Yeah, some players who, if they'd ecoed, then would have been able to kind of buy AWPs and drop one, but then other players who barely could have got to Galils themselves. The econ was all over the place. That's reset it. And yes, they may come over a double Galil on a Mach 10 in this one, but at the very least, they're now all on the same page. Double AK as well to work with for Rinko and Alex. Alex having a great game too, right? 12 and 5. Really plays individually, doing quite well. Rinko up close, had a bit of a quiet game, but especially by his standards. And it might not get any better. He's in a lot of trouble here and already taken a lot of damage to the MP9.
Persky spamming away. He's going to run out of ammo, you know. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Guys. Holy hell. I mean, he gets one with the Glock. Still should have been traded in. You know, he's just created so much space for the NiP guys to get in towards B. It looked like a pretty good setup. They were 4 men ready to go. But, yeah, messing it up slightly there in Cave, and Force Buy does not find success this time around. NiP up to 7, threatening a really scary scoreline once again.
Key card out. For him, got half armor. It's not the worst thing in the world to keep hold of, but this sort of Force Buy out for PERA, not doing anything, and NiP are making this look pretty easy now. You're already seeing this PERA side start to dwindle a little bit. And it is getting just a tad bit concerning now. You know, already up to a 4-round lead and hit 7 for NiP. I mean, they're in a great spot. And you look at PERA and you've got to say, I mean, they're not giving themselves a lot of time to get back into this. Alex really rallying the troops, especially the youngster. He's actually having a fairly decent game. He's getting a couple of opportunities. A real messy one there, but all in all, he got his, right? That's all that matters. Yeah, 4-round lead, like we said. That was a Force Buyout for PERA. So all they do have to work with is the half armor and the 5-7 of Kiercard out. And it ain't easy. Molotov shelf. Primarily gambling through A here, leaving just Aaron over towards B.
Blue Phoenix holding for the push, however, so they're a little savvy. They're a little concerned. He's taking the time right now. maxster going to get tagged in. He'll clear out Donut. 2 players here, of course. He's still ready for another. Oh, there's the step. Where was it? Can't quite pin it down. He doesn't want to send himself in too deep. They are after him now, though. His day's numbered, it feels like. It's a bait from Aaron. In from behind comes the 5-7. Ooh, that will answer the question of 2 or 3 players. They'll be confident for the B hit, but PERA happy to find kills, of course.
Hunger's down. Aaron's got a Galil, but he might not. I'm going to say he actually might not try and use it in terms of the tail end of the fight here, but he did one at the peak. I think just the flash missing is the thing that makes a difference. Phoenix on the spam, but at range, Alex will see him off. That's the only weapon that PERA had to work with now out. They're ready to just pistols. They're nowhere to be seen. They'll go for exit out through CT, and they will not be given the fight. NiP making light work of the second map, it has to be said. I'm worried, man. I'm really worried. Already been, I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, kind of a one side of the fair throughout map number 2, and it's just carried on in towards map number 3. PERA, I'll go back to the point we were talking about, you know, pre-map, right, and saying the biggest thing that lets this PERA side down, they actually do have decent individuals. It's just such a shallow map pool. They don't get a lot of choices. The Anubis is very good for them, and we obviously saw that earlier today, but then after that, Vertigo, 0-7 this year, and this one's not exactly any better. It's like 1-3 in the last couple of months. So it's rough, man, and it's showing.
I think they spam a lot of officials, and I don't know how much, you know, deeper prac goes into some of the maps they don't enjoy playing. Maybe we'll open us up here. But yeah, just to go back to, it was DGL that Chad spoke to, and we got to see that interview on one of the halftime breaks. I get a bit demotivated online sometimes, you know, a lot of people don't say nice things about them, let's say, but I don't know, man. I think you have to keep your head in the game, because it's when you get to tournaments like this, they're doing well to qualify and whatnot. They have to have 2 or 3 maps that they're confident on, and even that, feels a bit slim for this team. Blue Phoenix really looked good into map 2 and 3. Kia card out, unlucky to not get another. It's a very unpredictable round thus far, to be honest with you now. Aaron, up against 3. It's a clean one. They know where he's at now, though, and the bomb not going to dedicate to A, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a... Looks like the long rotate all the way over towards B. In this 1v2. I'll come back to your boy in a second, because there might be a fight happening as Aaron is... It looked like he was tempted to go back towards B, but he actually goes via Temple. And that's probably what loses him the opportunity at maybe this round. And then actually, as this bomb goes down, do you then just set yourself up for the save here? Maybe an exit play of some sort. I don't know if he wants to give this a go. Just because of the lack of kit. You'd rather have a rifle? Maybe. Wrinkle and Max are going to play together. Aaron spams to know where he is. Pop flash to come through as well. He met a grenade, and Wrinkle see him off. So, nice and easy. At a 9-3 tail end of the half, it's honestly really solid out of NiP. There is very little to complain about at all for the Ninjas in Pajamas. Can they continue into the second half? We'll have to wait and see.
Howdy doody, welcome back to the second in half. I believe we were, okay, waiting for game to get going here, but indeed, things not kicked off just yet. I suppose there we go. Okay, we are back into the game. I was sorry about that. I was a little confused. We're just coming up on the cams and
my lights off.
Counter-Strike, but yeah, indeed, just chilling, mate. Just chilling, fading into the black hole of green screenery.
Yeah, good thing I wasn't
on the left.
Out of my mind here.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, pistol exploding into action here, of course. Straight into mid, not messing about. Oh my lord, 2v2. And we've not even got 30 seconds into the round just yet. Bomb has been dropped out. PERA have got a man in behind. Bibu may well have been heard. He'll certainly be seen in a second here. Alex ready for this fight.
Will he get it though? Oh, Bibu tagged twice. Deep boxes. Flash will come over. As the bomb gets recollected, where do you go now with your PERA? Because, you know, they was spotted in that direction of Donut. So the assumption is a bit of an A play here. And they know there's one playing deep because he crossed on boxes back to elbow. NiP are going to reclaim space through mid. Is that the play, right? You know, for them sticking together and allowing the bombs to go down, then banking on the retake. That's what they're left with. They haven't got a kit to work with in. Alex hasn't got armor. A lot of this has to come down towards maxster. Leg spotted of Aaron. Swing is good from Aaron as he finds one. Alex in the 1v1. He can't convert it. Aaron sees it off and PERA find a much needed pistol. My God.
Absolutely. It's a long road back to recovery, though. The first step is a damn close one. 1 HP for Aaron at the end right now. So, yeah, absolutely insane. So explosive in the beginning as well. It's good to see from PERA, I think, having that kind of confidence, even though the scoreline is against them. They're like, all right, fresh start, get the pistol, we're good on those, and get ourselves closing this damn gap. But even then, T-side, grind out the rounds. Is it about closing the gap, or is it just about winning the next round that's in front of you? I think that's kind of the way to play it when you are behind like this.
Making a move, an IP. Just group it up, see if they can overwhelm a fight or two. Taking any guns, that'd be nice. Head spotted, Aaron, nice shot. Lovely shot. That's a simple one, will go down. I mean, an IP, you kind of go for a gamble in these rounds, right? They gamble over towards 8, doesn't happen, not the end of the world. Kiakata will be dinked. I don't think he wants to give over any kills here, so...
Yeah, right.
Maybe just kind of allow everybody else to do it.
He's getting in there a little bit. But
fair enough.
There he is. On the kill feed, gets himself a frag. He's like, listen, man, I ain't missing out on these eco opportunities. Need that cash, need those stats. But indeed, here we go. Really big. Okay, Corey, we got to work this out as well, man. Like, the order's just all over the place. It's not like he's going down the line. He's like, you know, doing 2 in the middle and then doubling back on himself and then going... Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there needs to be some kind of structure to these fist bumps, man. It's really getting to me. It's really getting to me. The sentiment...
It's inexperience right there.
Yeah, but, like, I need, you know, player 1, player 2, player 3, player 4, player 5, and then back.
Yeah.
You know, every round. But he's going, like, 3, 2, 5, 1... 4, you know, it's a little all over the place, my guy. What is going on here? I
don't know how Kiakata doesn't get tagged kind of at least once in that. He gets spammed. He gets so close, but yeah, they're flanking all the way through, and the gap in which they found is huge. But they actually are technically overextending Blue Phoenix in behind, but then Porya's holding for him. And Porya allows his teammate to fall. This is a little weird.
Yeah, sometimes as well on a T side, you get yourself into these spots. Is it beneficial? Not necessarily, because you're missing information from other places. Porya does well dropping maxster, leaving the A bomb site vulnerable. But yeah, sometimes you can be like, oh, we've made our way in, but actually it's all part of a trap, or, you know, you just walk into a CT also doing something a bit wacky. Not quite the case here, however. As said, Porya, beautiful spots. Alex and Kaspersky just going to save what they have.
Yeah, good round for Porya as well. He was 2 and 10 prior to that, right? So for him, very important to miss shot with the AWP. Shot an AWP. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And as you can see, unfortunately, yeah, that was tough. That was tough. Not an AWP. It's all right. We can give him a little bit of leeway. PERA, though, going to make this a 3-round game. And, I mean, a game is what we have on our hands here. This is a decent start, right? To their T side. They're looking okay. And an AWP collected. Porya to drop over towards DGL next round. I mean, hey, this is not a bad spot to find yourselves in. And with NiP not really having any money, or at least good enough money to conclusively fall by, this is giving opportunities to come through. Decent spot, man. Decent spot. One save them 4. I don't know whether they're going to be tempted to force around it. They might actually eco or slightly half buy with kind of 5-7s and then fully reinvest next. And yeah, that is going to be the case. Alex will keep hold of the bulk of his money. Might have enough for an AWP in towards the next round. Or I guess the hope is trying to steal it away from DGL's arms.
Nades in, no one really on the receiving end of them thus far. Alex up on the boost, could be deadly. Ooh, they line up a bit.
Oh.
Ah, indeed. That's not ideal. Still, 5v4. I don't really care if I'm NiP where it comes from. Kia Cardal left a bit low. It's a rough look. It's a rough look. But we'll see. The M4 bouncing around actually moves towards A quite quickly. It's something that a lot of players do in a situation like this. Be super, super dynamic. Well, now, though, in towards the B bomb site comes the hit. And there's not as much resistance here. Kia Cardal, the first one to go down through the smoke. Plant coming in. Is there a spam attempt? No. The cave players opt not to give their position away. Try and make this 5v3 work and wait for the M4 to get here.
DGL, the hard between angles to try and find a kill himself. Blue Phoenix waiting for his moment. He's not going to be cleared. This is a timing play. And Blue Phoenix might just be able to get him behind. The spot Aaron, but he ever so slightly panics in that situation. He does get his kill, but he is traded. Porya coming alive, getting himself a couple into the 1v1, but maxster just doesn't have time. He's going to save, he's out of there, and so will DGL. And that'll be that right at the end. Not bad. I mean, PERA see off a relatively scary one, but all in all, not the worst thing in the world. Round is all they care about as they're ever closer to kind of tying this game up. And the pressure really is on the shoulders here for NiP, hence why they're calling for a timeout. They desperately need to have a bit of a conversation. They are, at least to a degree, feeling a little bit more than PERA. PERA are just going round by round at the moment and kind of rolling through it, and it's working.
It's true. As I said, grinding those rounds out. Playing each one without a sort of thought of what's to come, and maybe even consequence as well. They're just lovely and confident, and they like the T side. They control the engagements. Actually started off on the T side of Vertigo. I would like to point out, we said so in the veto, that was an interesting decision. Didn't work for them there, but the T side here is looking a bit more comfortable. It is safe to say.
Of Wrinkle. Going to try and be the difference maker for NiP to be the first side to crack double digits. And he has got a little gap in that smoke, but he's not going to stick around too much. He knows that they can start to creep their way forward. Doesn't want to be caught. Tunnel visioned in a little bit. They're starting to move, though. Bomb is in the direction of B. There's 4 players here as well. Wrinkle's got to be the first one they move. Somehow got to either play out through elbow or smoke him off. Get a chance here, and he will. Can I take that every day of the week? Just as the smoke plumes, he'll find his shot. And Alex will drop a smoke too to slow them down. 55 seconds of Porya going for this lurk. It's worked once before. And this time it will work again. He'll find a kill.
Oh, Porya, another one coming round for him. PERA looking really good here now. It is crumbling on the NiP side of things. They set themselves up with a 9-3 half, yet to win a round in the second half. I think that might continue to be the case. Kaspersky's going to hear them all running in, so they can actually get themselves into decent positions here on A. That is the only saving grace. Wrinkle shot rings off, but a little shaky with it. He's having to drop back. Alex, meanwhile, apprehensive, but it's Kaspersky in from the backside. Oh no! Spotted at the worst possible time. There's 2 kills right there. What is going on here? Oh my goodness, the drop round from the side. Kaspersky trying to find a good way in. Distracts DGL, who just makes it round the corner. Where the hell are these players? Kia Cardao able to get one, but DGL's distracted away. So it's a 1v1 and then another 1v1, but DGL brings it down. Will find the key frag. Wrinkles out of there. That's so messy and so unfortunate for Kaspersky on the timing. He nearly had the drop on 2. Half a second earlier. Man alive.
PERA made this a 1-round game. Do have money though. That's the main thing. Wrinkle can drop. Max has got 7.7k, so they'll be fine. Reinvestments back in, no issues. This is a good little spot to find themselves in. Oh yeah, great round from him too, right? 2 massively important kills. The first and second, as Max has swung out. Wrinkle gave it a best kind of a college try, but it was not good enough. So, attack pause coming through. Not too sure what the issue is here, but all in all, you're hoping that Porya doesn't really have too many problems. He had a really good round just then. Super nice stuff, though. I think as well, we are seeing some of these individuals for PERA who had been quiet. You know, I think Porya at the tail end of that first half, 2 and 10. Now he's really starting to make a bit of a resurgence individually. Seeing him get a little bit more confident in his own ability. Up to just shy of 10 now. I'm right in saying 9 kills to his name, yeah. DGL on 17. At 14. This is good, man. Real good work. For NiP, they've absolutely quietened down. You know, the main man who was so good in towards map number 2 of Kaspersky, he's, you know, 6 kills to his name. It's a tough showing. Tough showing for the youngster. PERA within 1 of time this up, but like we said, plenty of money for NiP to work with so they can buy back in. That's a great start. Wrinkle, great find.
This is where it gets difficult, isn't it, when you are right on the edge. Bibu contacting behind the smoke here. Trying to find this opener. Whoa, the flick is quick. And that's the burst they were looking for. Nade finishes him off, so advantage still in favor. And I think he's sort of dropped a molly. There's a kill that goes the way of NiP once again. Aaron and Porya going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting here. Porya looked great in the previous round. Aaron looking good all game long. Flashes towards ramp. Nothing spotted. Nade goes down. Decent damage? Yes. No one in at that CT angle just yet. They're playing it patiently. Porya goes and Wrinkle backs his man. NiP, just as the lead was going to slip away, will respond. Yeah, looking good at this stage for sure. Another timeout coming in though, NiP. It is tense, it is tense. They need this one. They absolutely should be winning a game like this. A lot of people, a good portion, watching at the moment and that tune into the high-level Counter-Strike won't have much of an idea who PERA are. And there's maybe a few players on here that the NiP boys, you know, they're flying under the radar, especially the young guns, right? I don't know that they will know an awful lot about these guys. You got a couple of FPL gods, right? Beyond that, they don't know much about their game and about who they are, what they're capable of. So you definitely should be winning something like this, even if you are on the stand-in train right now. That main core, Alex, Wrinkle, maxster, should be able to take this.
You'd hope, right? But so far, made to work for it. Wrinkle posted. Is a boost going to come through? Does he got the flick? Yeah, he knows. He knows all it's all about. He just spotted the foot there of DGL. That'll let him down. So the opener goes away with NiP. Aaron, though, will respond in kind.
Solid pickup. Can we keep it rolling? Flashing towards the cave area. There's nobody around just yet. It's a mid push coming in. Here card out. Good for one. It's a late move from Blue Phoenix. He's going to miss the opportunity to trade out. A little nervy for it, maybe. Nade does take more of maxster. It's the bullets that follow up. Aaron down in behind. Bibu's pushed into B once again. 2 rounds in a row he's been able to get away with that. It's going to be Blue Phoenix against 3.
It's tough. What do you do? Opting for the orb, and that might be an opt to save as well, actually, rather than giving this a go. And I do not blame him. If I'm going to go down, and that'll be that. Blue Phoenix going to tuck himself in towards A main. And it will be PERA once again, making this a 1-round game. Blue Phoenix will keep hold of his AWB, hopefully. I don't think he's going to be hunted here on the tail end. So important question marks now have to start coming through. But looking at this PERA side who are continuously breathing down the neck of NiP. And I guess the big thing about it is that at some point very, very soon, especially in this sort of trajectory, we're still very positive towards PERA, but NiP have these, these moments here and there. The funds are going to run dry. The CT side are going to run out of the econ. We are going to see a timeout call there, I think. Yeah. You see this get onto towards the mic. It's Corey who kind of initiates it. I think he knows how important this sort of position they're in. They're going to buy around the orb. I like that decision. M4 FAMAS. They should have at least one more M4. And of course, Blue Phoenix maybe just dip it in towards... Oh no, he'll have one as well. So it's okay. And maxster, of course, got plenty of cash. It's actually dropped over to him. But yeah, for me, this is probably the most important round PERA I've had all map or series, right? Win this and... Damn, man, they could really just destroy the backbone of NiP.
It's possible. It is very, very possible. I mean, game itself is just mad unpredictable right now, and the way that the rounds are being approached as well. NiP got deep in towards lane there. Usually you would say that is all the CT side need to do.
Yeah.
Really, really difficult to regain that control, but PERA get mid, so I don't know. There's good bits, there's bad bits to the defense at the moment. Quick round coming in. Quick flick from Wrinkle, and he makes it away. They don't dedicate round to chase him. So what is the move now? PERA, they've got bits of control on A. A lot of utility expended to create this space. Get that bomb down. Is it going to be confirmed? Kaspersky trying to line things up. He's a bit off. So indeed, plant will come in. But a man advantage, looking good. Porya tries for one. You get... And surely not going to be able to drop this from here. We'll see. First comes round. They're playing it a bit tentatively. However, they were waiting for Wrinkle to flank him out. And then NiP. Patience pays off in the retake. Really, really well played there.
Yeah, good work. Just making sure that the numbers are utilized effectively. Wrinkle, brilliant from him. Just a timing play, and he waits for it, and he delivers. Simple. All you can ask from him. It's a great flick for the first. And that felt like probably one of the most important rounds, like you said, for PERA, and losing it. Oh, it's gotta hurt, man. That was their opportunity. That was their chance. Now you've got NiP 2 rounds ahead and 2 rounds away from the map and the series. And yeah, knocking PERA down to the last chance. A lot of util dumped towards elbow. At least Kiakata will get his molly on towards Shelf. Wrinkle just ignore it, and he nearly gets caught. Jumping around to try and escape, but he will have the support of the youngster, but Bibu rips his head off, and Max are gonna get both. What a trade, what a response. They're flying towards A, which they'll get, but this is a tough spot for PERA.
With that many bodies out from NiP, they absolutely should be finding an advantage there. There was not enough in response from PERA. DGL quickly evens it up before that bomb gets planted. Are they still going to go? They are indeed. Flash over the top. Reveal of 1 or 2 there. DGL ready to go on this AWP. Are they capable of besting him? Leg lands, but he can reset and go back in. Oh my god, how is he still alive? The shot eventually misses. 2 versus 2, straight into the double peak. It's Wrinkle all alone, no time to go for it, and he will back off. He loves holding that AWP, man. He loves playing from behind in these retakes. A lot of saves on his own from Wrinkle, I have to note. PERA not necessarily abusing that, but it is something that has worked in their favor for a couple of these T rounds.
Yeah, game on. Game on here. My god, good response. And now I'm going to see a pause come through. Just going to get back on the mic. The final timeout for NiP now as well. No more in regulation for either side. Of course, you get one more if it does go towards overtime. I don't think either side want that though, right? They want to try and close it here and now. This is such a good game coming through. We are seeing both these two sides really flex their muscles a little bit. NiP, just the advantage for them, but it's still always been PERA. Absolutely just breathing down their necks. Marathon of a series. Neither side giving up on inch here. maxster, I thought that double was enough. I really did think it, but Blue Phoenix gets caught on the cross, and then the fight's just isolated as they're trying to get back in towards that site. 11-10. NiP in with a bye. Lose this. Not only the PERA tie up the game, but they can actually probably make a push towards 12 before NiP can rebuy back in. So this is, again, for them, so important.
Wrinkle. On that AWP once again. A difficult fight, but Aaron wins it out. The lesser weaponry maybe of Kaspersky letting him down a bit there. Hard to say. Either way, it's an advantage for PERA straight out of the gate. All timeouts used. This is really all to play for now. The tension picking up. Alex gets ahead of the molly. They might not expect him. He does get traded at the very least. Oh, Porya, big one from him on the spam. Blue Phoenix and maxster. What can they get done? Bomb is not dedicating in just yet. maxster nearly pulls it back from the brink. Blue Phoenix, he has to do the same here. 2 for him. All that is required. They're going to work their way round into B, but taking their time on it, making him panic, double guess himself, and that's exactly what happens.
You know, relatively speaking, he's quite an experienced Blue Phoenix. First instance playing on a kind of a team of this caliber, coming from the academy. You don't really blame him. Molotov will come down. He's too late. Bomb will go down. So aware of a flank. And the Molotov in towards CT is so aptly timed. Drops a smoke to try and get out. But on the cross, it is caught. Oh my god, this game is not giving up an inch. Smiles all around as Corey's a happy chappy. And the fist bumps will come through. 11-all. NiP, I thought they were going to close this with ease. And PERA had other ideas. We are still going. The big one, like we said, for NiP in that one, lose this and they're not really going to have huge amounts of money to work with. And that's the case. They can't even buy. Few upgraded pistols. Bits of half armor, but Wrinkle wants an AWP. He knows he can't go for it. And already maxed down and out.
Yeah, it's a conscious decision to play for overtime, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's something that not a lot of teams are doing these days, to be honest with you. A lot of them would send it in this round and go for the secure of number 12. 4 spy, and then another 4 spy is the worst case scenario, but these guys are bringing it all the way down to the wire. So that, to me, maybe speaks to the fact that they're going to go for something kind of freaky into this very final round of regulation.
Well, Molotov, red. Alex doesn't move on to him. Next, Kaspersky going to be the one to try and take these initial fights, and he will fall, but Alex surely goes unchecked here. Oh my god, he should have got both, and he doesn't. Oh, that's going to hurt. That's really going to hurt. Blue Phoenix with it all to do, and I'm not expecting a huge amount here, so I think realistically, this should be around for PERA. It's a 1v4.
Yeah, Blue Phoenix as well. Hearing footsteps, gonna take a fight, but now that they've spotted him, absolutely no way he gets this one. Downhill go. There it is, number 12 for PERA. NiP. It's close. It is dicey here. This is exactly what we like. I love it. I love it. Right down to the very final round. Are we getting more? Is this it? Nobody knows.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still going to keep saying with the credit to PERA, because I really thought off the back of a slow start that mentally they might have been checked out off the back, especially that map number 2, but anything but. What a third and final we're being gifted here as well. Neither side budging at all. Neither side giving up an inch. Aaron going to eat a bit of nade damage early. EGL going to break that smoke and try and get us all back active. He's had a great series, right? And a great map specifically. 21 kills to his name. As Porya starts to make a move, but so does Alex. Pop Flash comes round. He does avoid it. He's now trying to hightail it so he's not overextended. That's well played from the IGL.
maxster's taking a lot of damage there in at mid.
Oh my god.
Aid.
No, it doesn't bounce. Oh, he was banking it, you know.
Yeah,
that'd be a smart play.
Still, Porya's got a lot of deep control. Really scaring them on A, containing them on the site, and starving info, you know? Yeah, they're thinking A. They're thinking A. Maybe? Oh, little unsure. The bomb is bouncing around there. Meanwhile, Aaron capitalizes on a somewhat indecisive PERA for the time being. Oh, that smoke is not great, you know. I'm not sure if he's going to try and work around it. It looks like he goes a bit instinctive, but yeah, it's really not good. Massive gaps around the edge, and of course it makes the spam all the easier. Killer piece, 4v2. Bomb plant coming in, hinging on the back of a dodgy smoke. Kiakardao and Porya, can they keep it alive? Not looking likely. Porya alone to do it all. They've got a kit. Probably get that player on the bomb, get him body blocked. Porya's got a sneaky little flash that he's been working on. No one there. Second time of asking. Will work. Oh, the double kill, but he's traded out. And they will take us to overtime here now.
Yeah, more rounds needed in regulation. Just a small thing at the tail end there. You know, we were talking about in that sort of clutch situation about Porya. I think there's something wrong with it in his. He's constantly changing them and moving them around mid-round. You know, he was trying to join up there with Kiakardao. Not too sure what the issue is, but we had a tech pause for it earlier. And another one there, and he kind of gets stuck himself in towards Donut because he's adjusting something with his headphones or his in-ears or something. It just cost him a little bit of space because Kiakardao gets isolated, spammed through that smoke on an island. He kind of had to try and make a play, and it doesn't work. And happy stay alive. Oh, yeah, in trouble here. Oh, Alex, you've got to get at least one there, and he doesn't. Somehow, DGL 4 points of HP is still alive.
Oh, corner. Kaspersky with a lovely even up. Aaron much further ahead than the rest of the team, so there's not really all that much that comes off here. 1 for 1, ultimately. Down to the neutral game. Wrinkle pushing in. Ooh, spots a hand. E for the frag. Does not find it.
DGL's low. But of course, if an orb's up there, the end of the world, I guess. Boost up, maybe? Yeah, okay. I don't hate this play. Gives you a good angle to the red room, and he might get tested in a second. Maxster. Or the head of Wrinkle. Great shot. They might actually not expect the second player of Maxster in there. Donut player pushes. Maxster going to show his position and find a kill. So important work here. And happy bring the numbers back in their favor.
Kaspersky eats a little bit of a nade, but not too much. Bibu, he broke open B a couple rounds in a row at the start of this T half. Looking to do it again, but dealt with instantly. NiP, there's the 13th. Looking good. They eco round, a half-buy round, I suppose, but still a safe round. Committing to the idea of overtime, thus far paying off. You know, 2 really, really pressure-filled rounds back-to-back.
So, all in all, This is where NiP can, you know, mentally reset themselves after getting us to this OT and realizing, okay, this is our opportunity to answer back, you know. Yeah, once again, technical issues. So it's something with his in-ears, I'm sure of it. Yeah, he's I don't know whether the sound is not quite working or something, but yeah, some issue. Might be getting a new pair of some sort. But he was fidgeting around with it a lot in regulation. He kind of kept taking them out and readjusting it. I think it's actually the right side in here that seems to be the issue. So yeah, he is going to get them changed out. New pair going to come through. Which is good, at the very least. Because they're brand new. Nobody would have warned them. It's a positive sign. It's good hygiene. It's good hygiene. Always have your own in-ears, fellas.
I don't know though, man. I don't know if it's a sound issue. I don't know if it's just, you know, a comfort thing. We've been over this, you know. I've got open back headphones, so, and for the broadcast, can't really wear them because the sound bleeds. I did in-ears for a little bit. Now I'm using like some closed back headphones, and the in-ears, man, I can just never get them to sit right, you know. My right ear in particular just is not having it. You know, I don't know if it's small or like just a weird shape. You know, it's square instead of round. I don't know. But I sympathize with the in-ear issues over here. Yeah, I have a feeling they've swapped around a little bit, haven't they? So I do have a feeling it's just a case of like comfort for him. Fortunately.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you are. Well, headphones are back on. So maybe you're back underway. That's fine. And actually, you know, in all fairness, Porya has actually really had a really good resurgence. At the halfway point in regulation was 2-10. Since then, 17-15. So what a good response out of this guy. You know, it's very easy to kind of mentally check out when you have a bad half, and it's been anything but, right? It's been a really good showing. I just remember, you know, it was a 9-3 out from NiP. And PERA, of course, put up a 9-3 of their own. So fair enough. I mean, even maybe could have been arguments that they probably should have been able to close that one out at the tail end of the regulation, but good response from NiP when it mattered most. Of course, they do find the first round. DGL good shot. Like for a second, but in the flames will be traded.
Oh, a little messy here, but they'll keep things trading. Oh, it's Blue Phoenix. Probably been heard there. Yeah, that landed right under him, but he still gets the kill now. How? Has he gotten away as well? They don't, you know, spam onto him or anything like that. So that's how we get the man advantage. A clean nade, a bit of info to work with, and Blue Phoenix does not phase him. Wrinkle, easy pick up onto Porya. Kia Kardao remains the last.
Yeah, tough 1v3 here for him. Bomb on his back at the very least, but flashing a molly is all he's got to work with, and he's shoulder spotted. Blue Phoenix, very smart. Drops the smoke. One of those things is, yeah, if you want to play into this, fair enough, but it's such a risk. Blue Phoenix still holding as he just doubles back, especially off the back of that molly fading. He knows there could be a timing play coming through. Kia Kardao's doing really well here. Timing has been excellent. He has no information though about what this setup is. He's looking around. Nobody's showing. Nobody offering. And Blue Phoenix is playing from CT, waiting for a peek like that. Good find. Good fight. And well played from the academy start. That's 2 for 2 now for NiP in towards OT. That's a really strong way to start it.
Yeah, kills coming easy. Blue Phoenix in particular having a nice round there. Oh, indeed, you can see there's pieces for PERA. Who having a struggle on this one. He was great on Anubis. So he's certainly struggling with the consistency factor this tournament. A new environment for him. It is difficult to get used to. Is it going to be over swiftly? Will they be down in the last chance? Or indeed, can they nick things away here? Absolutely need to get this last round of the first half, though.
Yeah, I think that goes without saying. If it's 3 for 3 from NiP, in OT, surely there's not going to be any sort of chance, right? Blue Phoenix, back sight. Holding, he has a bit of support as well. In comes the Util. They've got 3 players towards A, though, because they've got 1 via Donut, and maxster and Blue Phoenix playing together. This could work wonders. Nade will come through. Decent tag damage. And a Molotov to slow them down, too. Excellently played here by NiP.
Oh, big nade comes in. Bibu will find the entry. But it looks good for NiP if they can keep this line of defense going. Wrinkle hidden away in Donut. He's left a bit low. Some more the players in towards default, but a nade comes in. And that works out for PERA. Aaron on the flank. It's beautiful. maxster left alone to do it all. 2-piece comes round. They've got to be careful, but he walks into the crosshair of the AWP. And PERA keep the dream alive with that 13th.
Absolutely. Like we said, if it's 3 for 3, I don't think it's too much of a conversation, but having that, just that 1 on the board should be enough to at least give them some confidence. Say, right, if we can start off well, we can tie it up 14 all. Who knows? Anybody's game. Still remains the case, right? These two sides are absolutely inseparable. As even as it can be. As we swap over, PERA now moving on towards the CT side, and NiP on the T side. So a chance. And again, though, NiP on their T sides where they put on 9 rounds. He's saying for PERA, so the fact that they got 2 already on the CT is good. Nice shot. Kaspersky, great work for the first. Panakia Card has an important frag.
Alex dealt with quickly as well, so still back and forth here. It's Wrinkle on the AWP and Porya around the corner who has to find success. Oh my god. 1 HP for maxster, 2 HP for Blue Phoenix. Unreal how close he comes to those kills and doesn't get them. Wow, that's mental. But now they do have to play things a bit differently, you know? They're going to fall over. And the bomb? Yeah, nice catch from the observer, actually. What the heck is it doing all the way back there? So they're not really sending it just yet. There goes Blue Phoenix. I don't even know if that bullet hit him. I think maybe just, you know, the speed of the air next to him was enough to cut him down. 2 versus 2 now.
So low. NiP. Bomb gonna go down. maxster. AWP. 1 point of HP. Smoke is so aptly timed. So all of this comes down to Aaron. It has to be Aaron to find a kill here. And the AWP just posted. Bibu gonna try and fade the smoke, but he's core. So well played from the 2 youngsters. The Academy graduate and the new boy for the Academy side. Really stepping up in that 2 versus 2. Smoke couldn't have come down at a better time. And it gives Max an opportunity as well, just to isolate a few more angles. Hold over towards that cave, and before you know it, the round found. Very back and forth, that one, but in the end, NiP, with little time to spare, get that bomb down and set themselves up nicely, despite the HP disadvantage they were at. Massive, as they find map and series point.
Wrinkle. Oh my god, gonna eat the nades. PERA looking good on the response here thus far. Flash round was effective, but the peak not quite timed. Another deep smoke. It's not really gonna make too much of a difference as they are already ahead of it. NiP tentative as they do not want to mess this opportunity up. Molly is good. DGL still close, gagging for a fight. Kaspersky waiting for something to come his way, but it's all a question of patience here. That's not a shadow. Or is it? I don't know. A little tough to read. Either way, DGL was ready for the fight, and he gets it quickly. Can they return? Not looking too likely. Alex just holding. Does not want to give them any more kills.
Yeah, one did cross, but Wrinkle was full blind and tucked. 45 seconds. NiP looking to close this, but they got the numbers as advantage. And with Alex and Wrinkle both tagged, it's not easy. Herd here making a move through mid. They were tempted to go towards Donut, and they'll double back now by a red room. DJ on the swing. Bibu, one more missed shot from Wrinkle. That should be the round. And it's PERA to find 14 flawlessly. We may not be done just yet. It looked like NiP. It was game, set, and match with that previous 2v2 clutch. PERA, other ideas. And off the back of that, we will see a pause called. Exist back on towards the mic once fourth. So 15 to 14. And it's NiP. It's now their turn kind of to have this sort of inability in a way to close it, right? We saw PERA have the same thing in regulation. Now NiP hoping that they don't repeat the same mistakes.
Lovely round out from PERA. To be honest, really well played between them. It's great to see. Game super competitive at the very least. You know, it wasn't supposed to be a breeze here. We did say throughout that NiP were beatable, but this map felt pretty good for NiP. They didn't really deliver in that way. After the first half, though, we figured they should be able to do enough. PERA with the insane comeback. NiP with a pretty insane choice to play for the overtime. Once they've got here, they've looked decent, but it ain't over just yet, you know. A really, 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 really tense beginning into this final round, potentially, or is it indeed just the extension of more?
DGL posted contact play so far via A main. I'm going to drop Molotov. It won't have any effect on Kaspersky. He's just holding for a rotation, which at the moment's not being given. In comes the util now. Porya, his angle's everything. Shadow should be spotted too. And he decided to take the gunfights rather than the util. And he only gets one. Is that going to be enough? Well, it's on to Kiakado to try and trade back. And he struggles and he misses.
Rough. Kaspersky round the corner. Maybe should have had that one. Bomb has gone down, though, in all this carnage. Aaron coming in from behind, but they're both ready to deal with him. I think they have to commit to an angle. Yep, looking for the frag, looking for the kill. They know surely a man from behind, Blue Phoenix, will work his way around. Doesn't really spot anyone just yet. Aaron, great timing as the boys move in. All down to Alex now. Finds that trade, reveals himself in the meantime. Not spotting anyone on the bomb. It's the AWP that he's got to get through. Can't do it. And we continue. The game ain't over just yet. 15-15. More rounds required.
What a game of Counter-Strike. What a map number 3. We had, you know, 2 massacres to start off the series. And then now look where we find ourselves. You know, we're looking at double OT on a map 3 decider. And especially off the back of kind of a 9-3 first half. Obviously, yeah, the 9-3 was then responded. But when you go down to such a deficit, the response that we've kind of seen come through with fair play. And then, you know, for PERA, this is twice now they've had to fight from behind. Once in that first half, and the second time in OT, Porya for the first. Wrinkle tries to get a little aggro, and he gets caught.
Oh, nice pickup on the AWP. Looking good here, PERA. Continuing things. CT side maybe looks a bit better put together. Can NiP find anything out from there? T side, Porya says no as he's pushed in behind, confirming that they are not A. Potentially mid. Maybe B. He's going to look in towards mid and try and pinch them in. The timing should be pretty good here. DGL will distract away. And in comes the M4 from behind. Lovely stuff. Lead snatched here by the CTs.
Oh my. This game still got so much to deliver. Yeah. The DAPs. And PERA, they are far from over. DGL, great work from him, man. He has continued to deliver all the way throughout this map. As he now hits in towards 30 kills. Beautiful work from him. Nobody close just yet. NiP, Bard, maybe maxster on 26. NiP's T side. So far, not so good. in these OT. Smoke, that's perfect timing. Porya should get a chance here. The flash avoided by Porya, but he can't line them up. He's so close. Still, the numbers are good for PERA.
Just about. However, it has been brought down to a 2 versus 2. I don't know though, man. Like you say, that damage that's being done here is pretty insane. Do they attempt the bomb plant? It's difficult. They're waiting for someone to walk into the crosshair. DGL doing the same. Bomb going to go down. No one really moving just yet. It's so silent. You can hear the digits being tapped in. Not usually the case. Ooh, DGL reveals himself. Gotta be careful now. He actually is going to abandon the temple area. Got a good read that there's a man pushing him behind, but Alex still gets it. Bibu could do this. He's got vague information. He's got that smoke, importantly, though. Onto the bomb it goes. Drawing out one, but he ain't tapping just yet. Nade onto it. Alex will go down, but good damage done. There goes the 10-second timer. He's got no option but to hold. Wrinkle swapped up onto the AK, making light work of him. And then NiP, they bring a 2v3 back with HP like that. Insane.
How, right? Again, for PERA, they had the opportunity. They had the 3 versus 2, and it just slips away. And it does make you think as well. Porya, if he finds himself a double on that swing out, changes the instances, but it's not. And this is what NiP are about in themselves. Bringing it back and forth in that 1v1. Credit to Wrinkle. Man alive, what a game we're being gifted with here. In the corner. Aaron trying to see way forward, and he does. Yeah, I'm going to say, I thought Kaspersky would have spotted him just as that smoke plumed a little bit, but he does. That's a freebie for NiP. Porya on a massive flank, and he'll find Blue Phoenix.
Huge. Absolutely huge. Keeping the game alive. Keeping things as close as, damn it, it's DGL that gets caught. PERA getting restless. You can see it as well. Bibu moving forwards. He wants to fight. Oh, no. He's in on the position. They're going to come his way. But again, taking their time, ready and waiting, trying to get some numbers stacked up, get everyone confirmed for B. 2 here to deal with. This angle can be make or break, and it is absolute make for NiP. Still got one more to deal with. Kia Cardao in on the site itself. Flash goes down, wins out another fight. That is big. Alex, though, playing well, moves in. It's all down to Porya. In the 2 versus 1. Molotov softens up Alex. Gotta get that defuse in, potentially. Not looking too good here for Porya. Smoke gonna go down. Gives him more vision. He's got to know there's one default. Where's that second man at? Gets a pre-fire in, but Alex with the instant trade. Finds 17 for NiP.
Yeah, do you know what, though? I'm so interested to find out what it is. I don't know if we ever will, but again, right, we are seeing him touching the headphones. It's got to be a comfort thing, right? It's got to be a comfort thing.
Like falling out a little bit. It feels like, you know what I mean? He was like in the clutch.
Yeah. Maybe don't fit his ears.
It's what I'm telling you, man. There's no way, like, if it was an audio problem, they would have
exactly. It can be
time,
fixed.
You know, and I'm pretty sure they've got
brand new
workarounds, you know, and all this kind of stuff. I think
it's got to be a comfort thing, right? But that's also why then when you go to LAN, you get
your own.
You know, your own. I'm assuming engineers are maybe provided by ESL. They were kind of just flush out the packet there. So yeah, you kind of got to bring your own. They got to be molded and all the rest. Wrinkle got up, and my assumption is toilet break. I think. Do you know what?
That might also be fair. Yeah.
I don't blame him. It's been, we have been confirmed by Prod. Yeah, toilet break. I don't blame him. It's been a long series. It's been a long game. We are in the trenches deep here off the back of it. So fair enough. I don't really in these sort of situations you kind of forget. I did read an article, and I think there's also like a sort of an old wives' tale that they say like you need to play better Counter-Strike, like that kind of on edge.
I don't know about that one, mate.
Apparently it's what they say.
Why?
Well, because there was like a study,
flight or something.
There's a study saying you play sports better if you yeah, I don't know the exact word. And
it's just, yo, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
It's to win.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think it is like probably
person,
keeping your body like super alert, being like,
yeah, right.
You know, let me not piss myself.
Yeah,
so,
don't want to pee in front of everybody.
yeah. Did see a new thing. This is, you know, deep OT tech pause discussions. I saw a new thing. This designer brand is it was like 850 euros, I think it was, for jeans that are literally called piss stain jeans.
Oh yeah. The people.
I know you're a fashion guy. Yeah, you're a fashion guy, dude.
There's a level.
There's a level, yeah, dude. I can't lie. Toddlers, you know, they're dripped on a budget and they don't even realize.
Exactly. There's some nice ones out there. You know, there's like the distressed jeans at the moment. There's like miscolored that look like they've sort of got paint on them or whatever. It's kind of a cool vibe.
Stressed.
They're a little more. No, come on now. It means like they're, you know, because denim, it gets all a bit torn when it's been worn and maybe like holes.
Is it pre-torn?
Sort of, yeah.
Wasn't ripped jeans like, you know, that wasn't that kind of 2016?
They're not like ripped.
Okay.
You know, when you get that sort of in the middle, maybe if you've worn these jeans for a long time, you know, a lot of the time you get it around the groin area where it's like, you know, there's a lot of friction. Yeah. Where it's like the fabric, the cotton's coming apart a little bit and it gets sort of white where it was blue on top. Yeah. So you've got that. It's not holes. It's not pure. It's something in between. That kind of looks cool. You get it a lot around the hem as well, but PP jeans, I don't know, man. I'm not really here for that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially for a lot of money. You can do that for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Want to do it?
Wrinkle tried not to do it for free there as he just dipped away. But we're back underway. Oh my god, PERA found 2 kills immediately. What is happening in this game?
Mental. Absolutely mental. The timeout and then the rush. It is a classic. NiP, though, did not get the memo about that. Caught off firmly by this. Looking very, very good for PERA. Again, so close towards the tail end here. Bomb planted. You don't really be saving in overtime, especially after you've won. Oh, we'll see here. We'll see. A keen find from Blue Phoenix. 4 more to go. Still not looking great. There's a flank round from Porya. They're just buying time for that at the end of the day. DGL misses a shot. They're not going to be ready for the flank. They're losing fights anyway. Blue Phoenix got to do it all. And yeah, especially now. Just wait. It's a good read. Maybe he heard a step. Maybe just an idea that he was waiting for a flank. All the same, it doesn't make a difference. Kill comes round. PERA even things back up.
Still feels like it's got a bit of legs behind it. I still feel like there's maybe some more left in this spot. My god, what a game of Counter-Strike we've had as well, right? Back and forth for PERA. You know, this late in towards a game, they just call for a quick one. And again, you kind of got to respect it, right? It is a really ballsy call to make in the sense of the risk and reward. Lose that there, and you're giving NiP a chance at map and series. Oh, pop shot, missed. Nade on the corner. Another one will come through, and Alex will take a tag. This is really knife's edge type Counter-Strike at the moment. You know, for PERA, they take this shelf control, and then they're just going to pump the brakes. They're going to slow things down. You know, Kaspersky, he's had a bit of a slow map. I think it goes without saying. But a couple of these moments in OT are being so important.
Oh, toes? Knee. Get that leg. Ollie down. Well, you know, it's a part of the leg.
Escaped.
Oh, my nearly God. Finds a kill. Porya, meanwhile, holding for this ramp push. Could be big over here. Could be very big indeed. They're just posted up, double stacked on top of each other. Try and eliminate some of the players behind. There comes the nade. That's what Porya was after. Some sort of a bait play to go his way. Nade comes around from the tees. Unfortunate for Alex that he was in a decent spot, but left softened up. Blue Phoenix and Wrinkle. Not out of the question. Not out of the realms. That nade could have done better on one of the other players. It's unfortunate the bomb carrier was fully healthy. And now left split as well. Really not looking great.
No.
Wrinkle guy likes saving. That's what I'm picking up from here. I don't know, man.
He does have money.
This one's a bit futile.
Yeah, he actually doesn't have money to reinvest into it individually. Maybe could have got a drop, but that's where you're maybe taking a bit of a hit in terms of lesser utility or somebody going into the likes of like a FAMAS. I think the inherent risk in is not really worth it. 2v4, if we're playing percentages and we're playing chances, they're very low, right? They're not actually quite favorable. However, they are actually going to be at least hunted on the tail end. Aaron just going out to the bomb. I thought I actually got plucked out there by the AWP, but it's not to be. And it's PERA. Advantage to them. They've been playing catch-up a lot of this series. 9-3 down in the first half. They were down in towards first OT, and look where they are now. 18-17. It's a race to 19. And they've got a chance to get it. But NiP have got a chance to, again, push us to another OT. Let's see if that's going to be the case, because, my God, this game feels never-ending. Flash in the corner. Aaron trying to get out here, and he actually avoids the bulk of the util. Aaron's got a lot of space. They've broken, and Max are dead. Oh, and Aaron makes it 2. That is sumptuous. Porya will catch one as well. This could be curtains already for NiP.
Can you believe it? PERA coming back in with some aggression, what they know, finding massive success. Alex looking to pick them apart, but it's not going to happen. One is not enough. Wrinkle absolutely miles away from the action. 4 to find and no info to work with. Where does he look? How does he work his way into this B bomb site? They'll hear him. Oh, they catch him. Nade in hand. PERA have done it though. 2-1, knocking NiP down to the last chance here for Group D. Absolutely unbelievable stuff.
Oh man, what a game. What a game of Counter-Strike. What a map number 3 as well. I mean, the first 2 maps didn't give us a hell of a lot.